So yes, I have been working with all of the folks from the CVO from a lot of time now. So it's a great product. The first ever K3S managed service that they have built. I was the first one of the first early adopters of that. And today I'll be talking about some of the things that comes pre-built with CVO and how, as a community, you can contribute and make this product even more usable for yourself and even for the others who are there in the community. So this is a bit about myself. You can read through it. I also run a YouTube channel where I come live every Sunday with other community leaders and talk on different cloud native stuff. And even Ramiro was there with us on in one of the sessions. So first and the foremost thing is marketplace. So whenever you launch a K3S cluster from CVO Cloud, so what you see is you get a marketplace option from which you can choose various apps. So right now you can see I'm showing the management tab over here, but there are other tabs like feature, database, storage, monitoring, CI/CD. So most of them are actually the community contributed, and the people who felt like, okay, this is what I need when I run the cluster. So this might be some this might be the app that someone else might also need. So what CO does is they have made a really sorry, they have made a really simple process for contributing an app. On the right hand side you can see 4 files. These are just the 4 files that you need in order to deploy the application. I mean, in order to contribute towards CO. So I'll show one of the apps when just after the presentation. So you also have another thing which is called Terraform provider. So it's a custom Terraform provider, and you have 0.97 some version is there as of now, and you can provision the cluster. You can provision your instances, networks, all that stuff using Terraform. So most of the people in the community, even me, so what I prefer is while spinning up the infrastructure, I do not want to go to CVO Cloud or Google Cloud or any cloud do it. So I prefer the Terraform scripts over that. So you can see, I'll quickly show you the demo because I have a lot of things to cover over there. I just made the slides just to make things okay. I have done something, but most most of the things is the demo part. So first we went through marketplace. So this is the repository, CVO Kubernetes marketplace. So this is one of the marketplace app that I contributed. You don't have to do much of the stuff, to be very honest. It's very simple. So apps
Sorry,
are
we
already
can only
out
see
there.
your PowerPoint.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Let me share the other one. Yeah,
That's
you
it.
should be able to see now. Yeah, so as I was saying that you don't have to do much. So it's just the Kubernetes marketplace app. You fork the repository. You create your own application. The first you give the application name, then you create your YAML files. First is the app.yaml. Logo is simple logo of the application that you are trying to put inside the marketplace. Manifest is something that is mandatory, which defines how manifest is something that connects internally with CVO, and it displays on the tile that I was showing. That is, if we go here, and yeah, so this is what the tiles look like. And this is very simple. You give a name, version, the maintainer, description, the URL of their, and the category. So that it automatically places in the defined categories. So we have management, so it automatically places in the management category. So basically you don't have to do anything over there. And then this is just a simple YAML file. Sorry, this one, I think. Yeah, this is a YAML. This will be the actual application that you want to deploy. The application namespace, what all the role bindings, the roles, the secrets that you want to apply, and the deployment of the daemon set that has to be deployed across the cluster. After this, then if there are any post steps, like if you want to create, if there is an ingress that has to be created, or if you have to create any node port service of the cluster IP, so all those things that you can do. So you can post that in the post install YAML. So that's how simple it is. So I feel like if you are using some application which is not there right now on CO, you can immediately go ahead and contribute it and make your name in the contribution list. As simple as that. So another part is, this is a Terraform provider, very simple to use. So what Terraform does is, Terraform is an infrastructure provisioning tool. It helps you provision the cluster. I will share the demo part of that. So I have already Terraform downloaded. You can download Terraform from the HashiCorp website itself, the Terraform website itself. So what you have is, you just have to have a directory. You have to create a terraform.d file, and inside terraform.d, what you have to do is, you have to have the plugins folder, and inside the plugins folder, you have to have like, I'm on Mac, so I have created this. Inside that, you have to download the custom CO providers, because that's how Terraform works with the custom providers as of now. And then it's nothing, you just do a Terraform init, and it will be installing the plugin. And I mean, it will be, it reads the plugin that it's already there. And after that, Terraform already has this particular. Okay, first let us finish this, then I'll show you where all you can find the docs of other stuffs that you can do. So for example, I have test.tf over there, which I have created. So if I cat that, or maybe we can BI as well. So this is something, a resource. So I want to create a CO Kubernetes cluster, and I want to name it as CO demo. And these are the applications that I want to be pre-installed when the cluster is created. And this is something, these two are something that comes from the data source file. So what should be the target node side, and what should be the Kubernetes version. And I can show you the target source file as well. So the data source is this. In the data source, you specify, okay, this is medium, and you give the name and the value. And again, in the data source for the Kubernetes version, you define the label and 1.17. All the documentation of the data sources as well is available on the repository. So you can see like what all things you should specify. It's not like I have made something on my own. So it's already there, what I have used. And for if you want to create any resource from Terraform, you just do Terraform plan. So it will say, first it will check the state, like if there is any instance that is already created with this particular name. So it will check, hit the API and get the result. And it says it has one to add with the name, the number of nodes, the size of the nodes, and the Kubernetes version. So you can do that. Then simple Terraform apply. It'll ask whether you want to do or not. So we'll give it a yes. And it starts creating the cluster. So meanwhile, let's go back to Chrome and see what is happening over there. Yes. So this is the Terraform CO provider repository, and you have the docs over there. So these D is for the data sources that are there that I just showed you. So you can see from the Kubernetes what all data sources are there, how you define them. So like the version and additional reference, what all things are there, all the filters, they're already there. And same is for the R. R means like what is the actual implementation, how you define the resource, what are all the resources that you can create via CO Terraform provider. So all these are the resources that you can create using Terraform itself, and you can do all the stuff. If I go to CO website and I just do a refresh, I'll see that it's already creating a cluster and it's loading. Yeah, so it's already creating the cluster with Kubernetes K3SV 1.7. So once it is done, it will give you the output that the cluster has been created. It will also give you the kubeconfig file, but that kubeconfig file is not, I mean, you cannot use as it is. So what you'll have to do is you will have to remove the /n's from that. I'll show you once it's created. So you have to remove the /n's from that. There's another thing that I would like to tell you. If you want to upgrade K3s, Civo K3s as of now, what you can do is, you can do that. I would not say you can't do it. So you can upgrade K3s to the latest version, which is supported by the Rancher UI itself. So Rancher 2.4, if you are importing the cluster, so it natively supports K3s upgrades. So it will automatically detect the upgrade. So yes, on the UI, it will still show this, but on the backend, it does upgrade. So I can show you that as well, or maybe we can do that later as well. So if you see, it has created all the files. So what was the output? I should have created one output also, right?
I think your screen is still showing just the browser.
Oh, yeah, that's because I have so many stuff open. So
it's so relatable. So many windows.
So yeah, I don't want to show my hundreds of tabs that are open. So so this is the state file which is there, and you can see you have the kube config directly generated. So either you can use from here, you have to do a bit of editing, you have to remove all the slashes, or the best part would be just go back to I will switch the screen first. So just go back to your CO cloud, and from there, when you go inside the cluster, you can directly download the kubeconfig file. It is as simple as that. You click the download. You can use kubectl --- kubeconfig, or you can put it in your home directory and add it. So that's how simple it is. And you can see the installed applications are already there. So you have Rancher. In order to access, you have to apply this particular ingress, and from there you can do whatever you want. And if you want to additionally install app, you can still install the applications by clicking over there. So what I would say is pretty much handy. So you have all your apps, what you want, and you want others to use as well. Just raise a PR on Marketplace app, and the community, I mean, the folks from CO are pretty active, and they'll be happy to answer your questions. And same goes for Terraform. That's it that I have for today. So I'll share the screen.
Fantastic. Thank you, Siam.